if I should put the rings on too.
Yeah, your phone.
I should remove the nose piercing too. And I remove my rings, like my finger.
No one can see that.
No, no,
Like, it
kiss the
doesn't
rings.
matter.
Perfect.
Or just be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe this will go viral. Maybe it won't. But it's just for fun.
No, it can. No, it can be funny. No, it is
Feel
funny.
weird.
No, no, no. I don't feel weird. It's funny.
Let me just make sure.
I saw. And I wonder where Brandon would have fit too on the
He
couch
wouldn't.
too.
That's why I have to get another mic, and then I have to figure out where to put people. You know. Sorry, I'm just looking at the lighting real quick. I'm not the best with the lighting thing, but it's not. So it's not shifting, so that's good. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfy.
Because it's been recording this whole thing. Just so you know. I like to have music that starts, like.
You put in the
before
vibe.
we start. So this is gonna be super candid. So whatever I say, you can just answer honestly, because like if you don't want me to put it in there, I can edit it.
No,
out.
no problem. No, no problem.
I just ask whatever. Okay, it's Mo. We're back.
Hello there.
Hello.
How have you been?
Are you like comfortable?
I am very comfortable.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know this is such a weird setup. Because like, and you can adjust the mic if it's like.
I don't want to sound
Like
too
they
loud
want to
too.
see your face, but.
Yeah, I don't want to put like the mic too much like on the.
Like you can turn it like this too.
Ooh. Actually, my first podcast. That's funny as fuck. So like,
It's your first?
yeah. I've witnessed some, but I didn't like really like being behind the camera like that.
My first podcast was like a dating show, and I was super nervous, because they started asking me all these questions about myself, and I was like, this is nerve wracking. So I was like talking kind of like shaky, But you seem pretty chill.
That's I will say Capricorn vibes. Like that's
Capricorn.
what
Oh gosh,
that's
is
what
your
I think.
birthday in January?
No, December. Like no, January is like another kind of Capricorn.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I agree. And my ex was born in January. So
Yeah, it's a different breed. Yeah, definitely.
okay, so what's your name?
My name is Yvan.
Yvan.
Or Frenchy. Like that's the most common one because like even in France, people can't pronounce my name properly. They say Yvan.
Yvan.
Because like the A and the N in French like sounds en, which is like a thing.
Yeah. Okay. And you've only been in America for 2 years.
Yeah, like really like working and be like on a what's it like active life and not be like on a vacation mode. Like yeah, really like 2 years. Like on if I line up everything together, 2 years.
Okay. And I know we've already talked about this, but for the viewers, why did you decide to come to America versus France?
Bigger challenge, honestly, and also the fact that in the US you're less limited. I would say like if you want to work 80 hours a week, you can. Like nobody's gonna stop you from having like 5 jobs if you want to. In France, it's more complicated. You are limited to 35 hours a week,
Which is so crazy to me that they can put a halt to how much you work. Like they're like, you got to shut your, like if you own a company or say you own a bakery, they tell you you can't have your hours this many.
But if you are like it's your own company and you're like an auto entrepreneur, of course, like you can like work day and night if you want to. But like when you have like salaries, like when you have your own business, it's a different story. And also by being somebody that works in the restaurant industry, we have like exception because it's like everybody knows it's like a work that demand a lot of hours and a lot of energy and a lot of personal. And unfortunately, after COVID, like a lot of people like gave up on this profession. So now like they extend the hours to 40 hours a week, but like you can do 40 hours for more than 2 weeks straight in a row. Like you can do like 40 hours like for 2 weeks straight. Like they're like, this guy needs to go back to 35.
So like the companies are abiding by that, really. Like they're the ones who are gonna tell you on your.
Yeah, but after there's always stuff under the table too that's done. Like you don't like you do extra hours and they pay you like under the table. Like that's something that's mostly like happening because like we're not like the tip culture. So like
Yeah, I know it's weird. I went to Australia, no tip culture. London, no tip culture. Japan, no tip culture.
After you said like they take this as something that is like
Greek people will take it.
yeah, of course, yeah, like, yeah, of course, yeah.
Which is weird because it's so close to London. I don't know.
Like Europe, like at some places, like we have like a higher, like a hourly payments, so we are like it's technically good, but then I know like for Japan or Korea, you know, they take this as an offense, like they're like, oh, you took pity of them, so you give them money for their service instead of like they rather having like you greet them and be like, oh, your service was amazing. That will be like more valuable for them than money for some reason.
I get that actually. With my business, I really value my reviews. I would do a loan if it meant I had to do something for free just to make sure that client was taken care of. I would do it. You know, over the money. You know, so I get that aspect. It's almost like a respect, honorable thing. But then they come here and they definitely want tips for, you know, my nails and all that stuff. Of course. Or massages or whatever, you know.
America, like
Yeah. So you're pretty young.
25.
You have their whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
And you're living in Tucson.
I am.
And where do you want to be?
Honestly, like when I see how stuff goes a bit everywhere in the world, I tell myself like I look, you want to get myself just like $10,000 and just like live the rest of my life in the Philippines or like Thailand or something like this. Just be able like to, just be able to have like fresh fruits, you know, like be able like I know like on the 10 grand, like just like 2 grand will go just for the flights. That's for sure. But I'm like at some point, like just be able to have like fresh fruit, fresh fish. Like even doing myself, like just living in a cabin on the beach. After some people say it's like, oh yeah, it's just you live like from like we say in French, d'amour et d'eau fraîche, but which means like just from love and fresh water. That's all you like hippie lifestyle. But I'm like, no, it's actually like just live with your basic needs. Like
sorry, my dog's barking.
They still like
let me shut the door.
There's a French guy in the house. That's why like they're like.
You can keep talking. People like. Is candid a French word?
It is.
Oh my gosh.
It is. I'm
speaking French. Okay.
No, you actually speak more French than you think you do, honestly. Like, you say, like, it's been since high school, but, like, no, you still have good rest. Croissant. Honestly, you say croissant, like, pretty good. Like, people say croissant. Usually, it's croissant. Like,
oh my gosh. I want to go to France so bad. I just want to try all the food.
Honestly, like if there's some people that from France that might watch this, like there's like two type of way to call like this pastry in France. It's like here you call this croissant, chocolate croissant, which is an offense. Like this is like something that I was really like offended by. It's called un pain au chocolat, like a chocolate bread. But in some place in France, like you have like sort of like a magical border where people after that like in the south of France call this chocolatine.
Chocolatier.
Yeah, you said it. You said well.
I took French in high school.
Yeah, that's a good rest. Like that's a flex. Honestly, that's a flex.
I'm flexing. Okay, so I would love to go to the Philippines too. That sounds amazing. And yes, your dollar goes far once you're there. So that means you should come to Hawaii when I take Brandon. By the way, my nephew is best friends with you. My nephew is a pro MMA fighter. Yes,
the best.
He's the best. So he'll kick your ass. But you're a fighter too.
Yeah, but like I'm not matched for Brandon. Like he beat my ass like he's Axel. Even if you just use one hand, like and I use my hands and my feet, like he's been doing this for way too long. And that's the thing too. Like when people are invested into something and they sacrifice everything for something, like you can't be bad at it. Like it's on everything. Like if only you do the only thing you do is business, like you're gonna be good at business. If the only thing you do is fighting, you're gonna be good at fighting. Yeah. And this guy is really like.
Oh, I've seen him. I've seen him just knock someone out like that, dude.
Oh, yeah. He knows where to eat. Like, he knows, like, how many hits it takes to, like, put somebody down. And, I post, like, something funny, like, on Instagram one day. I was like, hey, they say, like, nothing is stronger than love. But, like, I never saw love, like, kicking somebody out that's weighs 300 pounds out of the bar. Oh. Brandon did.
Oh, my God, I know. He's like water. You know how Jackie Chan... Was it Jackie Chan who said that? Bruce Lee. Oh, my gosh. I'm ashamed of saying that. My Asian culture... I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah, Bruce Lee's like be like water, and I feel like Brandon's like water, like stoic water.
Yes.
Like ice that melts. Like I don't know. When I first saw him, his eyes, I could tell.
Yes.
He just had the look, you know, like where you're just scared. You're just like, I want to be on your good side. Okay, so that's cool. So, I was gonna say when we go to Hawaii, because that's where his auntie. You can move that around if it's too close.
Because I made the mistake of like putting my arms like on the wire. That's why I was like
just okay. So let me tighten it for you. Don't worry, I can edit all this out. Here, So, oh my fucking god. Okay, so if you want it, you gotta like tighten it wherever you want it, and you don't want it like too far from your mouth because then but you don't want it in front of your face either. So it's a whole thing. So if this is bugging you, I can just put it back there. But if you don't want it,
that's actually a nice behind the scene like stuff like this to do right now.
I'll just play the Peaky Blinders music.
For the intro, that would be like a nice intro like music.
No, it is. That's what I literally planned it that way. I told Brandon that. So you can like we can move this up or whatever. But yeah, sorry, it's not like.
No, like this is perfect. I think like this is perfect. So I'm like I don't know like how to use this. For me, this is sorcery right now. Like everything is like.
This cord is annoying. I'm not. But if it's in your way, just put it underneath. Here, move your.
Perfect.
This is tricky. It needs to be like this.
Oh, no, it's perfect like this, honestly.
Is that better?
Yeah, no, way better. Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. Yep. I'm not used to 6'4" giants on my little tiny couch.
That's actually a nice and comfy couch. Actually, I have to admit, I have to confess that it's actually like really comfy.
It was on Wayfair for $500 during the Black Friday sale, so I picked it. Yeah. I'm like, and I like green because green reminds me of money. And money.
That was like the best, like the smoothest promotion line that you put like it was on for like $500, like yeah,
oh yeah, it's all cheap.
That was like the best promo like that you slide it like this.
And I got the cheapest couch because I want to attract money. It's like kind of a weird thing, but I was gonna say so. When Brandon goes to Hawaii finally and gets his matching tattoo with my family, or our family, I shouldn't say my family, but our side of the family has gotten it. Then you should come because there's this place called Road to Hana. Have you heard of it?
Nope.
Oh my god.
My only experience with Hawaii is through my roommate Eric Grillo that used to live there, and Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I love Lilo and Stitch.
That's one of the best Disney ever. Like I want to get the tattoo of like the 626 experiment, like just 626 on my knee.
Oh, cool.
Like
I like Moana too.
That's actually a really good one, actually. Like the thing is like that's funny with this movie. There's this scene when there's this giant crab, that's super shiny and bling bling. Like the way that he responds in French when he says c'est my grandma. My grandma hate it, but the way he said it in French is so brutal that I was like, ain't no way this movie is made for kids. Like. Because for us, it's really like an insult when you bring like a grandma or a mom. It's really like big. And he's like, yeah, my grandma, I hate it. Like, ma grand-mère, je l'ai mangé. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, this is hardcore. Like, I know in English it sounds different because also like the culture is also different.
Yeah,
but like,
we wouldn't know.
No, for us in French, I was like, when I heard that in French, I was like, oh my God, that's hardcore. Like, this, like.
But why are all the crabs French? Like, remember The Little Mermaid?
True. Like.
What's up? Is there a lot of crabs in France?
I think it's because like France has a lot of like territory outseas, like the French Polynesia, like we have like the French Guyana, we have like the territories like an islands like a bit all over the world, even if Guyana is not an island. I just rectify that. We just have like a bunch of territories like outseas, and I don't know. I think like a lot of like species of crabs, I guess, like are there, and also like a French accent to a crab is actually pretty badass too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that you literally just made me think of the fact that all the Disney likes to make all the crabs French.
After like there's like like is that Disney like
Disney's The Little Mermaid, Moana.
And what is Pepe the Pew like because I don't know if he's Italian or French.
Why does that sound familiar?
He's like in the Looney Tunes. He's like the Pew.
Oh yeah. Like that's a skunk.
Yes, the skunk. Yeah, and I was like so offended when people like told me like you sound like Pepe the Pew. I was like, what the fuck, like. I was like,
oh my God, that's funny.
French people are not skunk. Like I think it's because of the way like they dress. Like the black and white shirt.
Black and white.
That's a cliche. Totally, nobody dressed like that in France. I'm telling you, like nobody. Like it's just a cliche.
That's funny. So the Road to Hana is in Maui, and it's like a actually, it could be like an all day thing, but you drive all around the island, and there's fruit stands and stops, and you get out of your car and you go to the fruit stand, but behind the fruit stand is the whole jungle where all the fruit grows, and the avocado. You literally go up to a tree and pick an avocado, and it's like this big, and you eat it, and it tastes like creamy butter, like the most amazing avocado. All the star fruits, the banana, like every fruit you can think of is grown right there, and it's like ginormous. It's insane.
Honestly, that's something that will freak me out because I will tell myself like
It was a little
I've
freaky.
I've like the taste of the wrong thing my whole life. For example,
Yes.
like
Yes.
like here, like for example, grape, because grape is really big in France because of wine and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I know what a real grape tastes, and when I go here and I get grapes from I don't want to have I want to have the lobbies that comes to us, and then
Yep.
like I don't want to get like suicided by two bullets in my back like on my way back to Tucson.
No,
But I won't
you're
say like any name of any stores. But when I go to any random stores, I know like grapes like don't taste like grapes, and then for the orange like the juice like the grape juice, I was like whoa, like there's nothing like nothing tastes like grape at all. Like there's no, it's just a new flavor. So I'm like
it's called
yes,
toxic.
yes,
Toxins. That's
yes.
what you're tasting, chemicals. I'm just kidding.
That's the only thing.
But
The only thing.
probably pesticides and all the hormones and stuff they put in our
True.
food just to make them bigger and grow more, you know?
Because this country is way too big. I understand like why we don't have
Yeah.
the same GMO policies in France, but like for us, if you buy strawberries at the market, like in 2 days they're bad. Here
Yeah.
in the US, like they can last 2 weeks at some point, and they don't move, and they're like big, and I'm
Because
like,
they're sprayed.
and that's something that's like not good at all. That's the only thing I will say. Like that's the con with the US compared to France. It's like food wise. We are like really like for the meats, like because here I barely eat meat. The dairy, I don't touch cheese here in America. Like I just can, like when you know the real taste of stuff, like your mindset change a lot of about what you want to bring to your body, especially when you do sport. And I know you're into like bodybuilding
Yeah.
and fitness, so like you reach a point where you're like I can put anything in my body. If you eat shit, you're gonna build shit, but if you eat like something with quality, like stuff with quality, you're gonna build like quality muscles and have like a nice and healthy body.
So America's catching on to all this, and they just banned, literally a few days ago, they banned that red dye that they put in everything.
In the sherries,
In the food, cereals, like drinks, all that, because it causes cancer. So that's
Yeah.
a win. But Americans are going to farmers markets now, and they're going to local.
yeah.
So there's a place called Uptown Farmers Market. I could take you one weekend. It's on a Saturday or a Wednesday down here. They might have them in Tucson,
They might
but
actually.
all the local farmers come. They sell the meat that's like farm raised, grazed, not even no hormones. And it's like Wagyu, and it's the best freaking meat I've ever had. They have unpasteurized milk, which a lot of people don't really do the raw milk because they're scared. But if you want it, it's there. And then all the vegetables and fruits that are grown in their farm without any pesticides, hormone growth, that would go stale in just a few days. So, and bread. I mean, you can get all this stuff now in America, but you got to look for it. It's not like it's in the grocery store.
Of course, because like the people who are like the big people in the industry, like they don't want to still buy our
course.
product. Like
Money.
yeah, exactly.
Just like our healthcare system, like all the drugs they give us, it's just like I was literally just talking about. I don't know if you saw my story about ivermectin. So it's like a miracle drug that was created in Japan, and I had this like brain fog for 2 months that I couldn't get rid of, and I thought it was just a sinus infection. I took the ivermectin. I literally was cured overnight. I've had like 10 people reach out to me for the number. I gave all of them my doctor's number. One of them messaged me today. His name is Ray, and he's like, "Thank you so much."
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray. Ray's the shit. He messaged me today and was like, "Melissa, I can't thank you enough. I literally feel great. I just took it last night." I was like, "Yep," because that's the drug you're not going to find or get prescribed to by like a normal doctor.
I feel also like there's a lot of stuff also on social media that also is like a lot of people also try to make business on like fake like miracle products too, like pills or
For
if
sure.
you take these mushrooms. After I think with mushrooms is different.
Oh, mushrooms. Yeah. I've never
because,
taken them.
because if you macrodose, I think like it can actually have benefits on the body.
Yeah.
But then I think like as long as a human and you eat like well, like you can just like you don't need anything else but then like in America, like you said, like a bunch of stuff are toxic. Like if you have eaten Fruit Loops for like 10 years and now like you just stop, this doesn't vanish like the 10 years of Fruit Loops that you ate, like your body's like, oh well, we got used to that, so like you're taking this away from our body, like from us, so something else is gonna be like happening.
Yeah.
So
Like well,
yeah.
I noticed when I stop eating like sugar and stuff, I detox. And I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm getting off drugs. Like I'm really I feel sick almost, because my body's so used to it. And then you just get through it and you try not to put it back in your body again.
That's what they say in this movie. Like it's like Kingsman. I don't know if you saw this movie. It's like this guy who is like a English spy, and in the second movie, the girl says like she's like this Madrina. She's like That's on Spanish, like way too like you can tell I'm from Tucson, you know, I guess I'm and like she says like she has like like she sells drugs like all over the world. She represents 80% of the sales. It's a movie, so like she represents 80% of the drug sales in the world, and she says like the number one drug is sugar.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's sugar.
It is a drug.
Like that's the thing that kills the most people too.
I can't like I can stop my cravings, but if I've already eaten it, it's so hard to stop. Like when you're eating a piece of sugar, like a cake, you know, like.
I had this with Sour Patch Kids because we don't have those in France.
Oh.
We don't have Sour Patch Kids. So like when I discovered this here, it was like a game changer because
really?
I honestly,
what? Yeah, because you like the sour.
Yes, but especially like if you are high or something like this, like you have like you have like, a couple hits and then you have a Sour Patch Kid, you're like wow.
Oh yeah, you're like this is the best candy ever.
Yes.
I do know that weed does that too. It's like a trick because I remember eating cookies one night after I smoked and I was like. They were from Trader Joe's, and I'm like, these are the best cookies. And I was telling everybody, like, you got to get the cookies. They're like the best I've ever had. The next day I ate them sober. I was like, these are fucking disgusting. Yeah. It's just a trick.
The one from Costco are bombs, though. I like the cookies from Costco.
Costco?
Yes.
What are they called?
It's like the double chunk chocolate cookie. Like this one is amazing. And because we don't have Costco in France too, so I was for me, it was this. And then when I came to a Costco for the first time, I was like, whoa. Like, what the fuck is that? Like it's really like
bulk.
Like the bulk, like the Disneyland for adults. Like you have like clothes, you have everything. Like and at some point, I feel like people that goes there, like they feel like they're gonna do like their groceries for the last time. So that's something that's also like really funny to me. Like at some point, like feel like everybody in America like have a bunker or something like this. Because for me, like this is the only reason like why you get like stuff in bulk like that is like to eat pasta or rice for like the rest of the year, which I'm not mad about, but.
It is a lot for the food. I will say that. I mean, I definitely get my toilet paper there and like stuff that I know I'm going to always use. It doesn't go stale, you know, but yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm like, I can't buy all that. Like, I don't want to, it will go bad or I have to freeze it and I don't have enough room in my freezer. So, let's talk more about you though. So you said you want to go on, should we talk about that?
Yeah, we can.
Love Island.
Yeah. Like,
I've got the first interview. So once he's famous, you gotta. I called dibs on the first interview.
She said first. But no, like the application has been submitted. We're gonna see how it goes. Like normally, like the answer like should be given in February. Like positive or negative. Like I tried. I have no like remorse, but I think it can be a fun experience. Honestly, I'm like.
Yeah, I would totally do it if I was 25 and had no ties. You know, like I would absolutely do it. I actually wanted to do it. Something like that, like a reality show, but I had kids and they wanted me gone for so long, and
that's a long time. 3 months, like that's what you told me.
Yeah,
like
3 months.
That's a long time. Yeah.
I think that's what they'll have you do. Probably. It has to be at 3 months because you're flying.
After I did, like I don't know where it is because honestly, like I don't know much about this show. That's the funny thing. I got like somebody helped me like to put my application in. Like I just give my basic information, but I didn't take care of this at all. Like honestly, like somebody was like, yeah, no, you need to do that show. And I
could tell you about the show.
Like, yeah, for real. Like, honestly, like, let's talk about it because I know, like, it's like girls, you know, that pick, like, there's guys that comes in the line and girls show them, and that's all I know. Like, that's all I know. And then.
So they'll take you to an island, literally. So it's going to be gorgeous. And then you're in a mansion. And it's going to be like, a handful of guys, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or whatever. And then like a handful of girls, like, and they're beautiful. Everyone's beautiful on this island. Like, gorgeous people around your age, right? And you just stay on the island and you make connections, you know? But then they start to throw twists and turns in there with new people coming in or people leaving, stuff like that.
Oh.
But you're all sleeping in the same room. So you're sleeping in a room with everybody. Like there's all the beds on one side, all the beds on this side, but like, so you can hear everyone snoring, making out, whatever things happen on that island. But the idea of the island is to couple up with someone and make it to the end, and America has to vote for the best couple.
Oh, actually, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, America changes its mind as the season goes through because you see some couples stay strong, you see some couples falter, you see new people come in, they're tempted, you know, they do all these things to like make it difficult to stay in a couple, you know, especially for the men.
Would you think I would be like more like likely somebody who can like break a couple, or I'll be like try like to like be there from the beginning and then like pursue like a because I think that like that
I see you coupling up with a woman and being loyal and good to her just from the vibe I've gotten from you. And you are, even though they separate you at one point from your woman and give you new women, which sounds so weird, but introduce you to new women, I think that you would not falter. I think you would be tempted and you would definitely talk about it. But I don't think, if you really liked the girl that you were matched up with, I don't think you would want to hurt her, because that's what happened in the last show. Like, a lot of the girls all the guys were like, well, not all of them, but a lot of them were. And then the girls were like really hurt about that, because they end up showing the girls what you guys do. So just be aware of that. But
oh shit, yeah. So like after, like, I think also it's like nice to have drama too for this kind of show. So I'm like, also I can understand like why this has been done too, but no, at some point, like if like it means like the guys like have like girls that tempt them, and then the girls on the other side, they have guys like that tempt them. Okay.
Yeah, but the last season I watched, the girls didn't really. They were all coupled up, and they didn't waver.
Didn't want to break,
nope,
like,
they didn't even care about the new guys. But the girls that came in were gorgeous, of course, and very flirty. And some of the guys were like kissing on them.
Oh shit!
And then they played the video back to their girls back at the other mansion, and then they were like, some of them were like upset.
Of course, no, definitely, like
because you build bonds. I mean, you're literally with you don't have your phone. And you're literally with these people 24/7.
Yeah.
In the same, like, this house. Like, I mean, it's a mansion, but like, imagine sleeping with them, eating with them, you know, like sharing a bathroom with them. Like, you're seeing these guys come out of the shower, like, and there's a little gym house. I mean, but you're in paradise. So it's like you go outside and you're looking at the ocean. So it's totally worth it. But the bonds you build are amazing.
No, that must be a good experience. That's for sure.
Oh, I'm sure it is. And I'm sure you make lifelong friends, and then you have that footage of you forever. And yeah, your Instagram will blow up. You know, you'll have lots of inbound.
True. True.
So that's cool, especially at your age. But yeah, what else do you want to talk about? You've told me a lot about France.
True. Because like everything is different here too. Like at some point, like the mindset of the people here, the mindset that you have like of people in France is like really different. Like you shared something also that was interesting too, like about like why people like they're afraid to share on social media. Like you posted a story like today that was like talking about like why people are not doing stuff.
So that was Gary V. And
because like
I have like allergies still. Okay, so I posted a video today with Gary V, and he was talking about how society is just so afraid of what people think.
Yes.
And I'm completely different. And I think there's a lot of us that are like not afraid. But there's a lot that are. And people don't want to be judged. And I go through it too, honestly. I'll make a video and I'll be like, God, that sounded really stupid. Like, I shouldn't post that. Or I'll be like, oh, I didn't look that good. Like, I don't want to post that. And he was just saying for people, especially entrepreneurs or people who are self-employed that are trying to build their following off of content, you got to keep posting it even if you don't think it's good. So I've gotten in that mindset too of just like make a video, post it, and if one person views it, fine, because you're gonna come. If you keep posting, you're gonna get that one.
Post another one.
Like, I posted a video of my dog in the gym and it got 5.5 million views.
Everybody loves dog stuff.
Yeah, but like I didn't expect that. Yeah. But I was posting and posting, and it just hit. And I didn't like, of course, make any money on it or anything. But I just was thinking like, I had like thousands of comments and like 136,000 likes, and I was just like, my phone was just blowing up all of a sudden. And I was like, okay, but I had posted hundreds of things before that got no views, you know. So that's what he's saying is like, just keep putting it out there and don't be afraid, because fear is not going to do shit for you. Like, it's just going to keep you back.
True.
To where you don't want to be.
Honestly, I wonder like if somebody like, for example, like a Bad Bunny or like a Drake or even like a Joe Rogan like post something on Instagram, like I wonder like if they can actually use their phone, or they have too much notification from likes or comments.
I doubt it. I doubt they turn their phone on, or they probably have it off. Well, they probably don't even post it. They probably have some marketing manager. They don't even have that app on their phone. If they do, they probably have some secret account, maybe. I don't know. But like, I wouldn't. I would have a marketing manager post everything so I don't have to see any of those notifications because I don't want to see all those comments.
Yeah.
But like I do know like some of the celebrities like the Kardashians and all that, they can get notified. They're posting like selfies and stuff like that, and so they're probably seeing all the comments because they talk about it. They talk about how mean the comments are.
Yeah, I wonder how the phone doesn't blow. So, like when you have like millions of comments, like in less than 10 minutes.
Get used to it. You're gonna have it once you're on the show.
We never know. Like anything.
And you
can happen.
got the hardest part is like so many people were talking shit about my dog. I was like, my baby. Like they were just saying like that's not a pit bull. That's a like what's wrong with you? Like they were just mean, mean, negative people. And I had to just stop looking because I was just like, it was starting to kind of get to me. And I was like, wow, this is what people go through. I would hate this. So I can see why people just don't even look because what's the point?
I feel like there's like trolls, like there's a way of trolling, that's funny, at some point. But then you have like just people who are just like dumb, and at some point, like it's really hard to do the distinction at some point, because like especially some people that doesn't know dogs, like they can be like, oh no, it's a pit bull, and then you have like the guy that actually like does like his research and like just want to mess around with you and say like, oh no, it's not a pit bull, like he's a cheetah, like he's been like crossed with a cheetah or something. It's like they can like say like some like random shit, but like I think it's like more like how people are also like believing everything that they see on social media, and also like trying to like have a attention from people, from like an emotion from it. Like I'm like for me it's not something I can touch or something that can physically hurt me, so I was like, why would I care about this?
That's a good mindset because that's a struggle.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta really.
Yeah, honestly, like some people are like, yeah, just like turn off the phone. After the things, like it becomes like, so for some people, like the life that they have on their phone is more important than this thing that they have in real life. Because some people just work to be able to go on vacation and post pictures and be like, oh yeah, I have a better life than you. Like that's for some part like is something that I found like, I won't say sad because like everybody found like do that, but I'm like you auto like reveal yourself, and at some point like a life is like I won't like people can share whatever they want. I got no issue with that. It's just like the purpose and the intent, like that people does that. Like there's like this quote, like this like email, like this little story of this guy who has like crabs. And
crabs?
Crabs, like French. Back to
like STDs.
No, like little crabs, like a crustacea, like a crab. Like he has a crab market. He's a fisherman.
Oh,
I was like, no, we talk about STD now. Like
when you say in America that somebody has crabs, then you're saying they have crabs on their crotch, like the STD.
It's like this little story of this fisherman. Like he's selling crabs, and like there's also this story with snails too. And he's like, well, this is like English snails or like English crabs. Like that fish over there, and then like this you have like the French crab or like the French snails, and he's like, okay, well, what is the difference between those? Like, why you have a lid on this bucket with like the English crabs, and one there's like no lid on the French one? He's like, oh well, the English like crabs or English snails, like when like they can escape, like they don't want to escape, but the French one, like when one try to get out, all the other jump on him and bring him back.
Is that true?
Yeah, like in France, like I won't say we were haters, but until you became someone, like you don't have a lot of support from people, like.
Wait, that's true. The crabs really do that.
Well, like I don't know, like I didn't meet a crab that did that, but like I don't need crabs personally, but like I'll be funny to watch. And see, I really like you should have a TV here and be like, what? This, you see, like the crab, he pulled this one down. It must be from Portugal or France or like something like this.
Oh, okay. So that's like an analogy.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like people want you to be the same.
Yes.
That's kind of how it is in Japan.
Because when you shine too hard, because if you start from the same middle like class, like the same class as someone, but you need to do better than them, they're like, oh well, we grew up in the same neighborhood, we have the same education, but why this person is better than me? And people like instead of like putting themselves back in question and be like, oh well, maybe he's better than me because like he doesn't drink the beer like I do, like from like 7 to 9, like maybe like he doesn't like stay up late like I do, like people don't have
different
the right
choices.
mindset. Exactly, they just see the tip of the iceberg, but they don't see like what is at the bottom. And I think like that's also like a human thing too. But we only see like the final product. We don't see like the work that we have behind. And in France, it's like if at the beginning like because you have to start at zero at some point, like
yeah.
But that's where like is like the people are the meanest because they're like, hey, no, stop, give up, like you're not gonna be good. But then when you reach out like a certain level, people are like, oh no, I always supported you, like I always doing this, like
that's how it is everywhere.
It's like
that's human nature for real.
Yeah.
Americans are the same way. Yeah. They want to be there when you win. They don't want to be there when you're coming up. You know, like they don't want the hard work. They want the reward. So yeah, no, that's it's funny when you travel the world and you start to see we're all like the same, but we're just different. Like it's weird, but like I love making friends in other countries like Greece and like Australia, and it's just like, wow, you're so far away in a completely different culture, and you're so kind, and the universal language is like love, you know, and like
and liquor.
And liquor.
And liquor.
Yeah, get drunk everywhere. No, I haven't drank in so long. It's been a while.
Yeah, I feel bad to have bring this bottle of champagne to thank you for having me here. Like
I don't feel bad. That was nice of you.
Like it's like also like a cultural thing. Like I feel like when you get invited to some place, you always like bring something. You know, like it was either flowers, but I was like, I have allergies or something like this. So I was like, yeah, champagne, like always work, and it can always be used for like a special occasion too. So I was like,
if you brought flowers, I probably would have been like, that's sweet. I don't know how I would have felt about that. I mean, I would have been like, I guess, I mean, because I don't really get flowers, you know, like unless I'm like in a relationship. But I still would have been like, what a sweet gesture. And I would have been like, he's French, so he can do whatever he wants. It doesn't mean anything. Like his outfit,
like you just about everything. Like, you know, what is it like? I got should I talk about it? Like when I got pulled over because
he got pulled over on the way over here from Tucson. I feel bad, but what'd you do?
Well, yeah, like the good thing by being like from Europe, like because we don't have the same metric system. Like I was like, oh well, my bad. Like the miles per hour and the kilometers like per hour, like it's not the same. So I was confused by that. Which is something that works at some point, but like don't use this.
He's been here for
often.
2 years, so you know.
Like I can, I know, like in the next like year, I can use this excuse anymore. Like I can use this excuse anymore. But
you saved yourself money, and that's good. That's smart. I'm gonna use that too. Like, I'm sorry, officer.
Wait. You upgraded. You will work honestly.
I could do a Filipino accent maybe. Well, how did Filipinos? They kind of sound like. I did not know. What do they have kilometers in Philippines?
I never went to the Philippines.
Oh, we have to go. I have family over there that I don't even know.
That would be like a nice like family hunt thing, you know, at some point.
I don't really want to hunt
family.
No.
You can have bad surprise too. Like I know, like on my mom's side because like she's French Italian. Like I got family in Sicilia, but like it's because my great grandfather, like he was like he was a soldier for like in Italy, but how do you call this? A soldier that left the battlefield, you know, he quit like a
deserter.
Oh, déserteur. No, it's like the same in French too. Like at some point, I was like, yeah.
That's a French word.
Déserteur, oui.
Déserteur. What's another one? It's another French word that we say. I'm sure there's tons.
There's
Grey Poupon. Remember our commercials? Do you have any Grey Poupon? They would like pull up to somebody's car. Wait, I'm trying to think of some more words. I mean, we know croissant. And we know, I don't know. We'll think of something. But there's probably tons. But yeah, deserter, that's what they call them. Or
well, even the word transparent is transparent in French.
Oh.
Like there's a bunch of words for like just like.
Like trespassing or no?
Trépassé. No. No, it will be a trespassé. Like.
Trespassé. Oh, danser.
Danser.
Ballet.
No, we're going to find like all the French words that are like similar.
I know. I'm literally going to try and think because there's so many different words we probably say that are like similar.
Honestly, that would be like a nice, like this, you know, this would be like a nice board game, you know, like finding like words like you have an idea now after the podcast, you can do like a little game, like a board game during winter times. In hot cocoa and finding French words that match like the English words.
Is champagne, is that a French word?
Champagne, yes.
Champagne. Yeah. What does that mean?
Champagne is like it's just like how it is. Like I don't want to say like any like bullshit because I should know this as a French person because I was born in a city where like the champagne is really big. This city called Reims, and that's where, if I'm not mistaken, Ruinart comes from. I hope I'm not mistaken. I really hope. Like it's like this specific area where like the champagne is made. For example, like a cognac. Like a cognac, we call this a cognac because it's made in Cognac, like the place is born, like that's is made for. And same for like, for example, like wine, like Saint-Emilion is because it's from like Saint-Emilion. Sure, I really hope, like, because I know it's been a while I've been to France, and my knowledge on that, like I feel like dumb right now to be like not sure about this, but it should be this, because that's how we do. Like when we call like for example, like we have this cheese called Saint-Nectaire. We call it Saint-Nectaire because it's from Saint-Nectaire.
Oh, okay. Trying to think of anything we have like that. I mean, Dole pineapple, but that's
like, it will be like, for example, like something that you have like in, like even if, for example, you have something that's made in New York, you know, and you do the same ingredients, the same thing, but you do it in Tucson, it won't be the same thing because it's not from the city that it's from.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's crazy. So everything's just different everywhere you go.
Yeah, like this city called Coulommiers. Maybe like the Coulommiers, actually, the French cheese is also from there too.
French sounds so pretty. I think it's like so beautiful. I think Italian is beautiful too.
Yes. I was gonna pull some word in Italian, but I was like, I don't know, I'm too rusty for that.
I mean, ciao, bella.
Ciao, bella.
Oh, there's that one song my dad always sang. What is it called? It's by Dean Martin. Why can't I think of it? Volare.
Volaille?
Yeah, volare.
Is volaille?
Yeah, to fly by that
Voler.
Dean Martin.
Oh, because if you say volaille, it means poultry.
Oh.
Yes.
What is
voler? Voler is fly.
Voler.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was saying it wrong this whole time.
Like, yeah, poultry.
My dad's favorite song.
Like poultry.
Yeah. So what else is let's see. You've told me everything about you. I know you said your dad's American.
Yeah.
Your mom's French.
Lucky me.
And you're half African American, but it doesn't even look like it.
Yeah, like it's basically have like the N-word pass without the pass at the same time. Like
the what?